Ever feel like drowning in all the crypto buzzwords? Especially when it comes to DAOs, you know? Today, we're chucking you a lifeline. We're going deep diving into the DeXe DAO.
Yeah.
It's like a prime example of how this whole decentralized governance thing can actually work, like in the real world of crypto.
And not just some theoretical thing.
Mm.
The DeXe DAO is managing actual tools. Like, real crypto traders are using this stuff every single day.
Right.
And these users, they get to kind of shape the platform they use. That's the cool part.
Yeah. Okay. Before we get too far, paint the picture for us. What are these tools? What's the DeXe Network offer?
Okay, so imagine this. You're into crypto, right?
Yeah.
You've got like a one-stop shop for all your trading needs. That's kind of what the DeXe Network is.
Yeah.
They've got these social trading platforms. You can like see what experienced traders are doing, sort of a guide, in the crypto craziness.
So you can like follow the smart money. I like it.
Exactly.
What else?
They have sophisticated analytics dashboards. You can track your portfolio, all that. Think of it as a like high-tech control panel for your investments.
Nice. Okay.
And if you're competitive, they've even got a decentralized tournament tool.
Whoa. Okay. So it's like a whole ecosystem.
Yeah.
But who's in charge?
Right.
With something this big, you'd think there's, some massive company behind it all.
Yeah, and that's what's so interesting.
Yeah.
No corporate overlords here.
Really?
The DeXe Network, it's governed by the DeXe DAO.
Okay.
So it's the users with their DXE tokens. They're the ones making the decisions.
So these DXE tokens, these are more than just like digital tokens then.
You got it.
What's the deal with them?
It's your ticket to the decision-making table. More tokens, more say, basically.
Right.
It's a direct line, users to platform development. A lot of DAOs are doing this.
So it's kind of like you're investing in a company, but you actually get to like steer the ship.
Exactly, yeah. You're not just along for the ride.
That's a good way to put it.
And to get how much influence they have, you got to look at the DeXe DAO treasury.
Okay.
It's not just like a digital piggy bank. It's more like a community-managed fund fueling the whole thing.
Okay. What's in this treasury then, and how do users decide where it all goes?
So you've got DXE tokens in there, obviously.
Yeah.
But other crypto assets too. And it's not, it's not just sitting there. This is what they use for development, marketing, the whole shebang.
Interesting.
The DXE holders, they vote on where it goes.
Okay. So like a community budget, almost.
Exactly. Keeps everyone aligned,
Makes sense.
No more executives calling all the shots in the dark.
Right, right. And to make sure those decisions are good ones, they've got this proposal circuit thing.
Exactly.
What is that? Some kind of obstacle course for new ideas.
Okay, so picture a funnel, right?
Okay.
At the top, stage one.
Yep.
Initiation.
Yay.
Anyone can throw in an idea.
Really? Anyone at all?
Anyone.
Huh. I like that. No hoops to jump through. So what happens? People just like shouting out ideas?
Well, there's a forum for it.
Okay, right.
You lay it all out nice and clear,
Okay.
like a suggestion box, but, way more high-tech.
Right, right. Not just gathering dust in the corner.
Exactly.
Okay, so the ideas are all out there. Then what?
Stage two. This is where it gets good. Discussion.
Okay.
Everyone digs into the proposal, see?
Okay.
Debate, poke holes, suggest improvements, like a giant brainstorming session, but with, real impact.
Right, right. Crowdsourced wisdom, kind of.
That's the idea.
But you got to make a decision eventually, right? Can't just talk forever.
Exactly. Stage three, formal voting time.
Okay. So how does that work? Like, is it just a show of hands?
No. This is where those DXE tokens come in.
Right, right. The more you have
Or
it.
say.
Right.
They use this platform, Snapshot, secure online voting.
Huh. A digital voting booth?
Pretty much. But weighted, like we said.
Okay, yeah.
Big DXE holders, they've got a bigger voice.
Right, of course. What's to stop them, though, from just pushing through whatever they want?
That's where quorum comes in.
Okay.
Got to have a minimum number of votes total.
Okay. Checks and balances. I like it.
Keeps it fair.
So let's say a proposal makes it through all that, the debate, the voting, now what? How does it, actually happen?
Stage four, implementation. This is where the rubber meets the road.
Okay.
DeXe DAO uses two tools for this, SafeSnap and Gnosis Safe.
Okay, before we get too far into the technical stuff,
Sure.
what are those two different parts of the process?
Yeah, so think of Gnosis Safe like a high security vault
Okay.
for the DeXe DAO treasury. Needs multiple people to sign off on any transactions, like multiple locks on a safe. Got it. Secure. But how does the proposal get to them? to the people with the keys. So the Gnosis safe is like the vault, right? Super secure. But we've got this proposal, it's been approved. How does it actually reach the folks with their hands on the keys? Like, who delivers the message?
That's where SafeSnap comes in. It's the bridge, basically. Connects the snapshot vote to Gnosis Safe.
So SafeSnap takes that yes vote and delivers it.
Exactly.
And then the Gnosis Safe, that's what actually unlocks the funds or whatever the proposal is about.
Yeah, like a chain of command, but digital.
Right, right. Smart contracts, not generals. Love it. Okay, so that makes sense. Anything else, or is that pretty much the system?
Well, they do have the veto system, too, just in case.
Veto, okay. That sounds serious. Who gets to veto things?
The key holders, the ones we talked about, guarding the Gnosis Safe. So even if everyone else says yes, they can still step in and say no.
It's a last resort, really.
Yeah.
If a proposal is, like, obviously going to be bad, or, if there's some huge mistake.
So it's like a safety switch for the whole DAO.
Exactly.
I see. So there's still some, like, human oversight, just in case, which I guess makes sense. This has been super interesting, but it's a lot to keep track of. Voting, proposals, all that. What about people who want to be involved, but they're, busy?
Wait, they've got that covered. It's called delegation.
Okay.
So you've got DAXE tokens, but you can't vote on every single thing.
Yeah, like life gets in the way.
Right. You can delegate your vote to someone else.
Okay, so they vote on your behalf.
One you trust, yeah.
Gotcha. So that keeps it accessible, even if you're, not glued to the computer all day. This has been really eye-opening. We started with what the DeXe Network actually does, and now we've gone through this whole governance system. Really interesting stuff.
And this is, like, just one example. DAOs are doing some pretty amazing things.
It makes you wonder, could this work for other industries, outside of crypto even?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, imagine companies where the users actually have a say. Or like community projects with transparent funding. It's a glimpse into the future, really.
It is. And the DeXe DAO is a great example of how it could work. Users are empowered, and the tech is there.
Yeah, it's a whole new way of thinking about things.
Absolutely.
Well, this has been a fascinating deep dive. If you're interested in learning more, check out the DeXe forum, see what proposals are out there, maybe even get involved yourself.
Yeah, you might be surprised.
And on that note, we'll wrap things up. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep learning.